Hello, I'm Joanne James and welcome to another tutorial from the Crafty Owl. Today I'm going to show you how to make my version of one of these lovely Christmas angel tree decoration ornaments, and they're made using the Gift Bow Bigz Die from Stampin Up. So today we're going to make one of these in Coastal Cabana, and I'm just going to set these to one side. I'll show you how it's made. So the first thing you need are two pieces of this small bow piece and two of the flag ends. So the best way to do this is to take one piece of cardstock measuring 10.5 centimeters by 8 centimeters, and which covers both of the bow ends, and two pieces measuring 10.5 centimeters by 8 centimeters, which you can lay on top of each other, which covers this middle piece. The reason I chose that as my measurement, not only because it covers the gaps, but also 10.5 centimeters is half the width of a sheet of A4 cardstock. So if you cut down the long length, you can actually get 3 angel bodies out of one sheet of cardstock. So once you've cut your pieces, you need to roll that through your Big Shot, and you will end up with something that looks like this. So you'll have 2 bow ends and 2 of the smaller bow pieces which will form the sleeves. Now, as you can see here, I wanted to give my plain angels a little bit of texture. So what I did was I took all of these pieces and I ran them through the Perfect Polka Dots embossing folder, and that then, once it's been through the Big Shot, gave me 4 pieces that look like this. So it's just nice because they've got a little bit of texture on the plain card. So the first thing we need to do is adhere the 2 parts of the angel dress together. So we need to just take some Tombo and draw a thin line of Tombo down the edge of the left hand piece, and there's no exact science to this, but if you match up the points here at the bottom and just overlay that one on top, you'll get that kind of angel dress body shape. So once you've done that bit, you can set that to one side, because the next thing you need to do is make the halo and face. So for this you need some glimmer paper and you need a selection of punches. So the first punch we're going to use is a 7/8 scallop circle punch, and we're going to punch that in the middle and actually set that to one side because that's going to form our the background for our embellishment. We are then going to punch around that with our second circle punch, which is a 1 1/4 punch, and the piece that we've just cut is actually wastage. And then lastly, we're going to take our largest circle punch, which is a 1 3/4 inch circle punch, and we're going to place that around the circle that we've just cut, and we're going to offset that slightly so that we've got a narrow piece at the bottom and a wider piece at the top, because that's what's going to give us our angel shape. And we're just going to punch that out like so. And then this is what we're left with. So the next thing we need to do is take our Blushing Bride cardstock, which is what we're going to use for the angel's face, and we're just going to cut a small circle using our 1 inch circle punch, like so. And then with this circle we just need to add some little features. So a great tip that I picked up from Stampin' Tea is to cut some small circles using your itty bitty circle punch, and just using some low tack adhesive, adhere those to your face, and then using your Stampin' Right marker, just draw in the eyelashes using those circles as a guide. And then you can just add your feathered eyelashes, and then when you lift those off, you've got the perfect eyelash shape, which is just ideal. If you're not confident with freehand drawing, it's a really good way to get a neat finish. So I'm just going to add a little mouth as well to mine, and then you just need to take your Tombo, put a small sliver of Tombo on the bottom of the angel halo on the narrow piece, and attach your head to that, making sure you've got it in the centre. otherwise our halo will be wobbly. Right, and then all you need to do is you need to attach that halo and face to this part of the dress. So we're going to line it up with these little kind of notches on the end pieces of the bow. So we're just going to put a big blob of Tombo on there. We're going to line that up like so, and we're just going to stick that like that. And if we just turn it over, we can just neaten up the back. First of all, we need to attach our piece of baker's twine. This is Pool Party baker's twine to the top here, because that's going to create our hanging. So we just take our glue dots, place the twine on one glue dot, peel it off very carefully, and put another one on the other side, and then peel both of those off carefully, attach to the top of the halo, and then we can just cover that up by punching a circle out of some spare cardstock using our itty bitty circle punch. Just pop that on the back there, so that neatens that. And then also we can just take our 1-inch circle punch again, and using some spare Coastal Cabana cardstock, just punch another circle, which we can attach to the back here, just so that it looks a little bit neater and we don't see all of the cut pieces. So once we've done that like so, we can just leave that there to dry, and we can move on to creating our sleeves. So we take the 2 pieces we cut earlier, and we just need to break the fibres slightly with our bone folder, give them a nice shape and make sure that they don't crease when we put them together. And I've already attached some sticky strip to mine, but you can use other kinds of glue, but for me sticky strip always works best when you're trying to create something that's 3D like a box, just because it gives you some extra strength. So you need to put a little piece on each of the insides so that you can stick them together to make the sleeve shape, like so. And then you just need to put a little bit on the back of each one so that you can use that to stick it to the dress. And again, there's no exact science, you just need to kind of position it beneath your angel's face like that, maybe angle them upwards slightly. Don't worry too much about what it looks like at this stage, because we're going to take that Glimmer scallop circle that we cut earlier, and we're just going to add a dob of Tombo and attach that onto the top. And that already looks much neater. I finished my centre with a Frosted Finishes embellishment, just to add an extra little bit of sparkle. So I just put a couple of glue dots on the back there, and then positioned that in the centre of my angel. And then the very last thing to do is to take a little bit more Blushing Bride cardstock, and I used the word window punch, and we're just going to make some hands to peep out of those sleeves. So we're just going to punch out one piece, take our paper snips and cut that in half, and then just add a spot of Tombo to the end of each one, to the cut end, and then you just need to put those underneath the sleeves, just angle them in slightly and just hold those in place until they stick. And here's the second one, and there you go. There's your finished angel, all ready to decorate the tree. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial from the Crafty Owl. Come back next time for more crafting fun. Happy stamping. Bye bye.